Like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
IMF Asia forecast misses a lot. The International Monetary Fund has just painted a bright picture of growth in Asia in 2023. In response to a surge in Chinese consumer spending following the lifting of COVID restrictions, the fund's analysts have revised down their real growth expectations for China and Asia's broader emerging markets corrected above. However, this enthusiasm appears to be completely unfounded. While there can be little doubt that the reopening of China will act as a spur to growth there and elsewhere in Asia, this forecast seems to ignore the negative impact of inflation and the strain on China's and Asian exports by the tightening of monetary policy in the U.S. West. The figures from the IMF are striking. China has received the most dramatic upgrade. While the fund last October expected real growth of 4.4% in 2023, he now expects an expansion of 5.2%. The revisions for the rest of Asia's emerging markets are more modest, but overall the expected growth can only be described as robust. Analysts at the IMF have also revised upwards growth expectations for Japan, which they now expect to grow by 1.8% this year, versus 1.6% expected in previous forecasts. Otherwise, the IMF has downgraded its expectations for the developed economies of Asia. Singapore, for example, is expected to grow just 1.5% compared to 2.3% in the October forecast. Throughout this latest IMF report pairs its optimistic picture with a resurgence in Chinese consumption after zero COVID restrictions were lifted. Its authors consistently point to the surge in Chinese travel that occurred immediately after the economy reopened and the concomitant rise in consumer spending, mainly on hotel bookings, services and luxury goods. Given that most of Asia's trade is between economies in the region, as well as the strong trade and tourism links between China and the rest of Asia, they see the surge in China spreading. Few would dispute the recent evidence of a pickup in Chinese consumer spending or the validity of